Yo, what is good, guys? It is your boy Optic Scumpy, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 gameplay video commentary on the map Arcaden. And I'm sorry for the excess of Arcaden and Dome. I know, I really am. I have 2 tests to study for tomorrow, so I hopped on and I got this gameplay, my first game, and then hopped right off. Because I really need to keep studying. I need to get those good grades until I actually get accepted into college, just to make sure that, I don't tank my last marking period or my first marking period and then don't get accepted into college because of something really stupid like that, because they do look at that shit. If you don't think they do, like if you're a senior right now and you don't think they look at your first marking period, they look at that shit. Maybe not so much your last marking periods, like if you get accepted already, but they look at the first marking period. But today I wanted to talk about a couple of things, and the first being is that the assault kill streak package makes this game 100 times more fun and enjoyable than using specialist. Literally, I started using assault, and it's the best decision I've made. This game is really stressful whenever you sit there and try and go for Moabs every single game, simply for the fact that a lot of random stuff can happen whenever you're playing solo in public matches, like getting shot in the back or getting dead man's handed or martyrdomed or some stupid shit like that. There's just a lot that can happen in this game that can disable you from getting a Moab, and that is really discouraging sometimes, because whenever you're on a really high streak and you don't get a Moab, it's like, well, that gameplay is right down the drain. But whenever I use Assault, I just feel like I'm playing like a new COD, sort of. It feels like I'm playing COD 4 or World at War. It doesn't feel like I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 as much, because I'm using these things, and that's what I'm accustomed to in all of the other Call of Duties. And I'm not even sure if Black Ops 2 has Specialist in it. I really hope it doesn't, to be quite honest. I'd much rather them just keep it to the Assault and support kill streak packages, just because Specialist is really stressful, and it's like, it makes playing the game feel like, you're just being judged all the time. It just makes it feel like if you don't get a Moab, it's not a good gameplay. So I'm going to start posting up a lot more Assault. I obviously still get Moabs, and I still have Moab gameplays. I'm sorry if my voice keeps going out. I'm actually pretty sick. I got a sore throat over the weekend, and it still hasn't gone away. But yeah, if you're like stressed out whenever you're playing this game, I really recommend for you to switch over to Assault, and definitely try it out, because it makes the game seem a whole lot better whenever you're using Assault instead of Specialist. But the next thing that I wanted to talk about were grades. I try to be as big of a role model as I can, and one thing that I really stress about is getting good grades, because when I was in my freshman year of high school, I played football. A lot of you know that. Played football my freshman year in high school, and I thought, I don't need to get good grades. I'm going to be good at football. I'm going to get a scholarship to a school for playing football. Why even bother getting good grades? And that really killed me, because to be honest with you guys, I got an 83 average my freshman year. An 83, I'm not sure what your grading scales are in other schools and other places, but I did get an 83, and that's a C average for my school, and that is awful. I was a lot smarter than that, and the next years I had to really pull myself up, because if I didn't, I would have had an awful average simply because of that freshman year. And if you're a freshman right now, I would suggest really going hard your first year. Just set yourself up for a good future in high school. Really, I tweeted out yesterday that getting good grades makes high school so much more fun, because there's just so much less stress. Because if you get good grades, your SATs don't have to be as good to get into a really good, not a really good school, but still a good school, and a school that is respectable to go to. Because if you slack on your grades, you have to get good SATs, and taking that one test and counting on that one test score to really get you into a good college or a college you want to go to, it's just not something smart. So set yourself up early. That's really all that I wanted to tell you guys, because like my freshman year, like I said, it was just nothing was important to me other than football, lifting, video games, and bitches, to be quite honest. That's all that I cared about my freshman year of high school, and I really regret it right now, because right now I'm sitting at about a 91 average when I could be sitting at like a 94, 95 according to my sophomore and junior years in high school. I believe I got a 92 my sophomore year, and I got like a 97 my junior year, so I think that comes out to like a, I don't know, 94, 95 maybe. So don't, and colleges look at your transcript and they're going to say, give me the numbers. That's what my guidance counselor told me. They're going to say, give me the numbers. I don't care what happened, you know, year to year, just give me the numbers. And that really makes my GPA look a lot worse than it actually should. Because if that admissions officer doesn't look at my previous years, like my sophomore, junior year, they just look at my overall GPA, it makes me look like I'm not as good of a student as I have developed to be, come to be, and teach myself to study and, you know, get work done before playing video games. So that's all that I have to stress to you guys that are coming up through high school right now, or you're even still in high school. Just a couple of tips I can give you guys. You know, make sure that your futures are bright and full of success. And obviously you don't need really good grades to be successful. I know there's loopholes and everything, but good grades are definitely something that I would, if I were a parent, I would make my kid get good grades, and then whatever they wanted to do after that, they could do. They could drink, they could do whatever the hell they wanted to do, as long as they got good grades. Obviously, after their junior, when they're a junior or something, not a freshman. You shouldn't be drinking when you're a freshman. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my wise tips, as I am Gandalf the Grey, or Scumpy. And if you did enjoy it, leave a comment, a like, and maybe even a favorite if you did enjoy these tips and you want to rewatch this video in the future. But as always, guys, take it easy, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.